Have you ever wondered what mechatronic tools are the best for your workshop? Are you lost in the sea of technology? Many devices are used by the professionals in automotive, but they don't choose them by chance. To become a professional tuner, you need to invest money and time. Important choices have to be made. Be wise. So if you want to discover more about mechatronic equipment, follow us in this video. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Hi tuners! As we know, today the tools we use are very important in order to do a job correctly and in a timely manner. This applies especially for professionals in the mechatronics. If you don't know what mechatronic means, a part of being a super cool word is the field that focuses on the electronic, electrical and mechanical engineering systems. Considering the high technological levels of our vehicles today, is essential for professionals in automotive. In many cases, you need to use different tools in different environments. Often, you must be able to use a combination of tools at the same time to get the job done. Let me try to make a classification of tools available on the market for a real mechatronic. Sorry, let me try again. That's not too bad. Maybe later, not now. Okay, this one will do it. To talk about this topic, we can easily divide these tools into 4 groups. Programmer dedicated to the ECU and the TCU, memory programmers, diagnostic tools, and coding and transporter programmers dedicated to the locksmith market. We already talked about the electronic control units, memories, and programming modes. If you have not seen these videos, go back and have a look for a better picture. So let's start from the first. Programmers dedicated to the ECU and TCU. So there are several programmers dedicated for the ECUs and TCUs on the market. All programmers have a vehicle list available, where possible to check the vehicle supported and the protocols available. Usually these programmers organize their offer with a modular solution. We do. These modular solutions depends on how wide you like to have your array of action. You could choose a beginner package with a limited vehicles and protocols, or you could go for a full package with protocols and vehicle lists. In some cases includes different services and special solutions. Each package can be purchased in master and slave versions. I know this word sounds weird, but they do refer to keywords that have been used in informatics since the times in which the Silicon Valley was only a beautiful view of San Francisco. So, the master device is the proposal for the professional tuner that is able to provide services also to other garages. Often they have a network or a team that develop files and new solutions. They're free, they read and write the files on the memory in clear without depending on other entities. Otherwise, if you're a beginner, still learning the ropes, or maybe chip tuning is not your main business, but just something you do time to time, you go for a slave device. Slave is the proposal for the user that don't want to spend time on engine calibration changes. Often they only read and write ECU or TCU, and they do not need to be confident with the chip tuning because he will be relying on the services offered by a master, to which he will be linked. This means that the slave sees the file on the memory encrypted, and for any modification has to rely on somebody else. This can be fine if it's not working with them often or still a newbie. When his business increases and is confident enough, the best is always to step up the ladder and be free. So let me give you an example. Flex. Flex is an ECU and a TCU programmer made by Magicmotorsport. Supports today more than 22,000 vehicles. It was designed to be simple and intuitive, born to facilitate the workflow in the mechatronic workshop. It's constantly evolving with consistent software updates, so the solutions for the repair or tuning are fast, safe and stable. It comes with many accessories with a simple package, but if you want, you can add this high quality sturdy suitcase. As you can see, We have several cables and connectors to use all the programming modes. Working via OBD, you can only use the main flex device. Or to go via bench, you have the flex box that allows you to have an easy connection with the ECU connectors or PCB. It is supported by the Magic Customer Care team for anything you may need. They are available via chat, ticket or phone for 14 hours every day, so they can support you wherever part of the world you may be. Let's go to the second group, memory programmers. Usually the memory programmers are a must for each tuner. These programmers have been on the market for more than 20 years, and every good tuner has at least one. They can be useful to read any memory or microprocessor. Several adapters and a small dedicated software is included in the kit. For example, the VVDI Prog. VVDI Prog is one of the most complete memory programmers available on the market. Comes with a small suitcase. The main device has 2 small EEPROM adapters and 3 small cables to connect to different modules, such as MCUs, ECUs, and for the Motorola 9S12. Software, it's easy to use. You just need to choose the right memory, use the good cable or the proper adapter, and follow the instruction to connect to the programmer's module. That's only for the reading and writing procedure. All changes on the file's readout apply to several vehicle parts. Just think that today we have more than 50 models on a vehicle and more than 100 memories, so you got something to use it with. Third group, diagnostic tools. There are several diagnostic tools on the market. Difference between them regard the vehicle list and the support functionality list. They are used to read and erase DTC, diagnostic trouble codes, through OBD ports. That means that they are used to discover a vehicle's faulty part. They show to the user an error code and a description of the possible cause of the error. They are also used to set and reset service dates, obviously after the service and not before, test some part of the vehicles, code modules, and today I use also to calibrate the ADAS system. It has a new functionality very requested from the market. This system is what set up the line control or one of the different solutions linked with the partial or autonomous driving. Getting close to the future? Let us know if you want to watch an episode dedicated to the autonomous driving. We are following up a lot on this matter. Last but not least, coding and transponder programmers dedicated to the locksmith market. In any vehicles are present many security protections related to the driver and vehicle safety. Some of these protections regards also the ignition of the vehicle and the locking and unlocking of the doors. What we are talking here is about keys. Keys have at least 2 functionalities. A mechanical part called mechanical code or keys bitting. These codes often use letters or numbers, or even a combination of them. Are used to cut the keys blade that comes with any trucks. And an electronic part regarding the remote or the transponder functionality inside the key. That includes the remote that is used to open the doors or the transponder that allows the vehicle to recognize a unique key. Let's take a look at some Xsource tools. Xsource is a company that makes a complete line of tools to program transponders and code modules for many vehicles. They also make key-cutting machines to copy or make the keys blades. Programmers come in a suitcase with an OBD cable. This is all you need to program or code the module. Coding is not easy as reading or writing. For this reason, they are not very advised for beginners. In many cases, it's not possible to get it back to stock because not always you can have a real full backup. You may need a hand for this. Jeez. Not this one. Contact our customer service team for help. Today, even the vehicle light has a module to control the beam, and in some cases this module needs to be repaired. In the BMW, this module is called FRM, and for example, the VVDI BMW has a wizard procedure to repair it. VVDI 2 is designed for VAG, PSA, BMW, while VVDI MB is dedicated for the Mercedes-Benz, and has some curious solutions such as the lock and unlock of the steering wheel. All these products are available on our e-commerce platform, magicmotorsport.shop. There you can get the best deals. Stay tuned and see you soon.